The Quarren species were first introduced as background aliens in Return of the Jedi. Like every other Star Wars species ever, they have continued to pop up in stories, and we learned more and more about them. Today I'll run through everything we know about them in Star Wars canon, and then I'll shift over to Legends because their history was initially very different from what we now know. The Quarren people had squid-like faces with 4 tentacles coming out of their jaws. Their fingers were tipped with suction cups, and being amphibious like the Mon Calamari, they were excellent swimmers. Like squids, they were able to spit ink as a defensive measure. Hailing from the planet Mon Cala, the Quarrens shared the planet with the Mon Calamari, coexisting in a tense but mostly peaceful relationship. They were known to be more aggressive than their neighbors, and during the Clone Wars, their Senator Teeks defected to the Confederacy of Independent Systems while the Mon Calamari remained loyal to the Republic. Hoping to fully turn the Quarren to their cause, the Separatists assassinated the king of Mon Cala, causing political tensions between the 2 species of the planet. A brief civil war broke out until it was proven that the king was assassinated, and the Quarren accepted Mon Calamari Lee Char as their new king. From that point forward, the 2 species fought as allies through the rest of the Clone Wars and the following Galactic Civil War. In Star Wars Legends, the Quarren were known to be self-centered and isolationist to the point of xenophobia. They distrusted other species, including the Mon Calamari, and most of them preferred to stay hidden in the ocean depths of their homeworld. In fact, they didn't even meet the people they shared a planet with until the year 4500 BBY. They immediately attacked the other species, beginning a war they could not win. In an attempt to prevent future wars, the Mon Calamari took several Quarren children captive to teach them their culture before allowing them to return home. The plan worked, and peace between the 2 species lasted for centuries. Where things start to get interesting is during the reign of the Empire. Legends originally stated that both the Quarren and Mon Calamari people were discovered by the Empire, meaning neither species had ever been part of the Galactic Republic. The planet was then enslaved and exploited by Palpatine. Of course, the Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and the Clone Wars all showed us a different history well before the old EU became Star Wars Legends. Mon Calamari and Quarren senators proved that they were part of the Republic well before Palpatine's rise. I just think it's worth pointing out that George Lucas had no problem contradicting the EU prior to selling Lucasfilm to Disney. But back to history, the people of Mon Cala were eventually able to unite and liberate their homeworld. A few Quarren joined the Rebel Alliance, but most of them preferred to stay out of the greater conflict. As time went on, relationships between the Quarren and the Mon Calamari continued to improve and even blossomed into love, which could be seen in the Rogue Squadron pilots Rin Vakil and Ibtisam. Unfortunately, over 100 years into the future, during the war with Darth Krayt's One Sith Empire, the Quarren collaborated with the new threat to the galaxy. And that concludes the overview of the Quarren people in both canon and legends. Are there any other species you'd like to see me cover like this? Let me know in the comments, and check out this playlist to see what species I've already done. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.